Good morning and good evening, friends. Welcome to goonlinetrainings.com. So, yesterday we have completed demo number one, and the same video is available in my Go Online Trainings YouTube channel. Please subscribe the channel and you can watch yesterday's video. You can also watch today's video in my YouTube channel, and today is the final demo. So I have given you complete roadmap yesterday. If you want to become a big data engineer or Azure data engineer, you have to have one cloud knowledge and Python SQL knowledge is required. And you need to learn data factory, data bricks, synapses, blah, 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 along with the data warehousing concepts. That is what I have given you. So if you wanted to learn any data-oriented technologies, then definitely you can talk to us. So we are completely into data-oriented technologies. Data analytics using Power BI is a 3 months course. Data engineering using Azure is also 3 months course. Data science using Gen AI ML will be 1 year course, and full stack Python will be for the freshers 6 months course. It is. If you need any these courses, you can just come back to us purely online. We don't have any classroom classes, completely online. We don't have any offline classes, but we are from Hyderabad, India. Okay. Now, for yesterday, I spoken about if you have any lab support or any career guidance, this is my direct number 9919919452 or Bhaskar Jogi at gmail.com. You will be able to reach me for all lab questions or career guidance. You should be able to reach me on this office number directly, guys. Make a note of this number. So yesterday I spoken about history about data, what is data warehouse, what is a big data, what is on-premises and cloud I'll be talking about today, what is Azure, what is AWS, what is Google Cloud Platform, and what is ADF, Azure Data Factory, what is ADB or Apache Spark. I will be able to reiterate once again. If the time permits, I'll talk about types of clouds, private, public, hybrid. And yesterday spoken about what is data engineering, what is data analytics, what is data science. But today, let us talk about all these things once again. Okay. So I wanted to go to the notes once again. I have given you this form to fill. People who are new today, you need to fill the form without to fail. And this form I have given you in the chat window. And tomorrow I'll show you how to install SQL in your local computer. And tomorrow I'll be able to talk about how to create a free Azure account with your personal email ID. Guys, you have to fill the form. Even though you filled it yesterday, you have to fill this form once again and click on submit. And make sure that you are joined in my WhatsApp channel as well. This link also, I'm going to be giving it to you in the chat window, and try to join in this WhatsApp link so that you will be able to get the communications. Clear? So as we discussed yesterday, roadmap to data engineering is you have to know Linux commands 1 week, programming language, one programming you have to know. I strongly recommend it to go for Python. These videos I'm going to be giving it to you so that you can practice daily one Python video without fail, and SQL and RDBMS is mandatory. I'm going to be giving you SQL Server videos once you make the payment, and Python videos also I'm going to be giving it to you. SQL videos by me, Python videos by one more senior faculty. 30 days of Python you should start learning from tomorrow. And even daily one SQL video also you must watch. If you know SQL, you can ignore. If you don't know SQL means, you will be able to daily watch one SQL video. Tomorrow, I'll show you how to install SQL Server in your computer. So minimum 4 GB of RAM and Windows 10, Windows 11 is required, and any 512 GB of hard disk is required. That's it. So tomorrow, I'll show you how to install SQL Server in your computer, and I'll show you how to create one Azure free account. 30 days, you can use Azure free account for free. After 30 days, it will be converted as paid service. You must have credit card or the debit card to create your Azure account. So with your personal email ID, you will be able to create Azure free account. 30 days it will be, for free. After that, it will be converted as paid service. Okay. So you need not install any, Azure software in your local computer. Cloud means no need of installing anything. Okay, now. So data warehouse, I'll be teaching for 10 days. These videos also I'll be giving at the end of the course. And you should know one ETL software. So that is, we have already SSIS, Informatica, Data Stage, Ab initio, Pentaho. All of them are the on-premises, but cloud, Azure is going to be giving you Azure Data Factory. 45 days. This is the one I'm going to be teaching. Once we complete with SQL Server installation and Azure account, once it is opened, it is completely no coding, low coding. Clear? So anybody who knows SQL need not know Python also. They can easily understand Azure Data Factory for 45 days. The next one, we have to discuss about big data. So big data engineering or Azure data engineering means last one is very, very important. So as a data engineer, you have to know big data concepts. Clear? Apache Spark and Azure Databricks I'm going to be teaching here, and completely coding PySpark, Spark, SQL we're going to be discussing. It will be 45 days live classes. So this is the core, core topic for your big data engineering or Azure engineering. You can learn Azure cloud or AWS cloud or Google cloud. Any cloud you can learn, but Databricks and Apache Spark is the common in any cloud. Am I clear? So after that, I'll be giving you mini project and all the case studies, interview questions, everything we are going to be giving you. Next 3 months, we are going to be completing the course. Daily 2 hours you need to practice plus 1 hour Monday to Friday live classes you need to attend. Daily recorded videos I'm going to be providing so that you can watch the class even though you miss any class. Okay. So as I discussed yesterday already, even though many people are saying chat GPT we have today, how come we are able to get a lot of jobs? Chat GPT can give you the code. Chat GPT cannot understand the code that is writing. It can give you Java code, Python code, lot of code it can generate and give it to you. But Chat GPT cannot understand the code which it is writing. Clear? So that is when human beings are there. You take the Chat GPT code, you modify based on your requirement and try to fix the problems for your client. Clear? So human intelligence is more powerful than the artificial intelligence. Only thing is that we are not, choosing proper gurus or mentors. That is the reason people are only working for 20, 30,000 rupees, blaming recession is going on, right? And jobs are not there. Or, I'm a Telugu medium guy. I have 10 years of a gap. I'm a non-IT guy. People will give these kind of a reasons, but the actual reason is they don't have the proper skills. They don't learn from proper mentors. They don't give enough time. So they wanted to complete everything in 1 month. They wanted to learn SQL in 5 hours. They wanted to complete big data engineering in 1 month. So these kind of a people will not get any jobs entire their life because they wanted to complete everything within a month's time because they say only one answer. I don't have a time. My friend told me to learn this course in 1 month because he's going to be showing me one reference. He told me in his company he has a reference. All these things will not work. Make sure you have enough time. Minimum 3 to 6 months time you need to have. Daily you need to practice a lot, 2 to 3 hours. So if you have any questions, I have given my number. You will be able to come back with your questions. So who can attend? 10x growth, career gap, coding, people who wanted to code. So migrate from other IT or non-IT platforms, 3 to 6 months time it is going to be taking. So as I told you yesterday, when you have a small amount of data, so this is what I have given you yesterday. Let me take it from there. When you have small amount of data, companies are going to be storing the data into the files. This is what I told you. When you have KBs of data, megabyte of data, so you may create one Excel file, you may create one CSV file to store the data. So I would have given goonlinetrainings.com example. Daily, I'll get some 50, 100 calls. Every month, average calls are 1,000 calls. All the data I'm going to be writing in the Excel sheet. 1,000 rows means 5 KB, 10 KB of data per month, and 1 month data or 1 year data, maybe 5 MB of data, small amount of data you can choose to store in Excel or PDF or MS Word. But think about State Bank of India, Amazon company, the data is going to be there in GBs. So when you have the data in GBs, we are going to be using database management system or SQL, right? But slowly, every month, Amazon company is getting 500 GB of data. This is 1 month data. Into 12 months data, it will become 6,000 GB of data 1 year, which is equivalent to 6 terabytes. Is 1 year data into 10 years of data, it will become how much? 60 terabytes of data, 1 year of data. The terabytes, you will not be able to store them in your SQL. So, IT industry is invented one more technology called, for terabytes of data, you are going to be using data warehousing. Clear? So when the data size is in megabytes, use PDF file, Excel file, MS Word file, or paper and pen you use and write the data. When the data size is SQL and databases, you may use this, and data warehousing means terabytes of data. But after year 2000, what has happened? This is started in 1960s. SQL is launched in 1970s. Data warehousing is launched in 1990s. Clear? So when you have this much of a data, what is the problem with the data? The size is getting increased, but 1970 to 1990 it took 20 years to get data warehousing. But after year 2000, because of social media and because of internet and hardware becomes so cheaper, lots of data, petabyte, zettabyte, yottabyte of data started coming in. This data is called as a big data. Who has given the name? By Google company, when in 2003. Okay, so big data concept is created after year 2000. Why? Social media got introduced. Now you have lot many things have happened. Worldwide internet, social media, worldwide phones have increased, mobile phones, devices, smartphones, lot of places, you are creating a lot of softwares. It is automatically creating a data unknowingly. If you go from one place to another place, your phone is capturing your route map, but you are not aware that that route map, it is going to be sending it to the Google, saying that Bhaskar Jogi is in Secunderabad today, Bhaskar Jogi is in Vizag today, Bhaskar Jogi is in Aurangabad today. How? Because I am not sending anything. Unknowingly, my data is collected by the Google company. He will tell me next 1 year, Bhaskar, last year you have visited, Delhi, you have visited Mumbai. So all the data, phones are in collecting like that. Many devices today collecting so much of a data. This kind of a data is called as a big data. That data, your data warehousing, SQL cannot handle. Clear? So this kind of a data is called as a big data. To store this kind of a data, IT industry is invented a software called Hadoop. When is that? It is in 2006, and it was having some issues. Then immediately there is one more software called Spark, Apache Spark. It is released in 2009. So both of them are given by a company called Apache. It is not a company. Apache is a uh, freelancer. It is going to be giving you open source platform. What is the meaning? They are not going to be taking not even single rupee from you. Hadoop and Spark are completely free, 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 free. Okay. So big data, this word has been given by Google, and big data means large amount of data. The issues, how to store the data, how to process the data, how to clean the data. If you have a large amount of data, the first worry, where to store, how to store, which computer I need to buy. Lot of storing, lot of processing. When we store the data, the next one will ask, what is the total sales? I wanted to do a lot of some operations, lot of cleaning work, lot of sorting work, lot of patterns I wanted to find out. All the data storing and the processing can be done with the help of Hadoop and Spark. Clear? So these are the data storing technologies. When you have a data here, what is that next you do? You take the data from here, you take the data from here, you take the data from here, and you also take the data from here. On this data, you are going to be running two more applications. What are they? Artificial intelligence and data analytics. Business intelligence means what? Data analytics. Why we have to collect data, store data? Now you tell me, to run your AI application. So chat GPT AI application, right? How it is running? Somebody has to produce a lot of data. Where is your social media data? Where is your phone data, Google company data, WhatsApp data? Where is the data today? All the unlimited data, big data is available in your Apache Hadoop or Apache Spark. Chat GPT is working based on the data only. If the data is not there, AI is not there. Data analytics was not there. Business intelligence is called as data analytics. So these are not there. So who's going to be storing the data? A data engineering team has to work on this, has to work on this, has to work on this. Clear? As a data engineering, as a data engineer, you are going to be collecting the data from the company or from the social media, cleaning the data and storing the data, depends upon the size. Clear? So if your small size data means SQL or a file, if it is a large amount of data, terabytes of data means data warehouse. If it is a social media and the petabyte is a terabyte of data means you have to go to Hadoop or the Spark. Software means compulsorily you need to have a hardware. Computers you need to buy, install the software, and try to store large amount of your social media data, large amount of your map data, Ola map, Uber map data. All the data is going to be stored. So when the data is ready, then what you do? You're going to be storing and processing, and all the data will be given to AI and BI application. AI application is going to be doing predictions, and the BI application, business intelligence, is going to be understanding the past. Data analytics is also called as a business intelligence, understanding the past, right? What was my sales last 5 years in India? That was data analytical question, right? What will be my sales in India next 5 years? So that is data science or AI question, right? So both of them needs a data. Who's supposed to give the data? Data engineering team. Now you tell me, day by day, data will increase or decrease? Today's data, and when you compare with tomorrow's data, it will be more, it will be more, it will be more. That is the reason next 5 years you have much more opportunities in the data engineering stream, especially big data. Big data means you have to know Apache Hadoop and Apache Spark. Clear? So if you know Apache Hadoop and Apache Spark, along with the data warehousing and SQL, you can become a big data engineer, or you can become a data engineer. So you need to know, especially one tool that you need to know, SQL you need to know, data warehousing you need to know, but Hadoop and Spark is the core functionality of your data engineering work. Clear? So if you wanted to work with Hadoop and Spark, SQL and Python is needed, right? SQL anyhow we are going to be learning, and Python is also we are going to be learning. So big data means what? It is going to be your petabyte, zettabyte of data. It can have any kind of a data. Structured data means the tables data, or you can have unstructured data. Structured data, unstructured data means your images, audio files, video files, or semi-structured data, your chat messages or your chats in the WhatsApp. any kind of data we can have as part of Hadoop and Spark. Clear? And petabyte, zettabyte, yottabyte of data can also be stored and processed your chat GPT. Right now, I was talking about what is that? Files. Second one is called SQL. Third one is called data warehousing. Fourth one is called Apache Spark and SQL. Right? So here I'm going to be running two applications. One is called AI or BI. But the fourth application is very, very important. We have this is what is called small data. And this is what is called big data. Big data means what is the size? Big data means I just told you petabyte, zettabyte, yottabyte of data. It is unlimited data. This will be terabyte of data. This will be SQL. This is SQL. Data warehousing. This is the petabyte. This is any file, Excel file, PDF file, very small amount of data. So AI, BI, if you wanted to run, you are going to be having so much of a data of the chat GPT today coming from where? AI application is your chat GPT. Kada? This application is getting the data today from your big data, that is Spark and Apache Hadoop. So Hadoop, both of them are working today. Now, what is the size we're talking about here? It is more than 500 petabyte of data, which is similar to 1000 Himalayas size. So that is the data your chat GPT application or Copilot application or your Gemini, Google Gemini application is reading. Now, who's going to be storing this much of a data? 500 petabyte means which is more than 1000 Himalayas size. When you cut the data into DVDs and stack them, you will get 1000 Himalaya size. So that much of a data, smaller organization cannot implement. So this data, Hadoop data, Apache Spark data is going to be maintained by Microsoft, Google, Elon Musk, bigger companies, not smaller companies cannot maintain this kind of a data. So we are talking about this kind of a data today. Clear? So Apache Spark and Apache Hadoop are released to store large amount of data. Now you tell me, where is the complete social media data? It is then Apache Spark or Apache Hadoop only. Clear? Small amount of business data may be there in SQL, maybe Amazon sales data or Amazon last 10 years sales data may be there in data warehousing. Clear? So SQL and data warehousing, both of them are completely to handle small GBs of data here. It will be terabytes of data. It will be KBs of data. So data storing in IT industry, we are talking about today only in the four places. As I told you yesterday, I would like to go to 5 kilometers from my house. How do I go? Take a bike and go. I wanted to go to 500 kilometers from my house. So I will take a car or bus and go. I wanted to go Dubai from here. I will take a flight and go. I wanted to go to moon or Mars. Can I take a flight? No, I should use a rocket. So depends upon the distance. I'm using a cycle or the bike. Second one is a bus or the train. Third one I'm flight. Fourth one is a rocket. Clear? So the distance is getting increased, you're changing the tools. Like that, you are going to be learning completely Apache Hadoop and Apache Spark completely as part of your data engineering. Along with that, you are going to be talking about your data warehouse and you're also going to be learning what is called as a files data, we need not worry about it. So RDBMS means we know Oracle, SQL Server, DB2, Netezza, any one tool you need to know clearly. And what is a data warehouse? Data warehouse means large hardware and you need to have SQL installed in that machine. So SQL means any one thing you can install. For example, let me give you what is a data warehouse in simple terminology. I buy one laptop. I buy one laptop. What is the configuration? 4 GB of RAM, i5 processor, 1 terabyte of hard disk. If I install SQL, So what is the maximum data? I can store only 1 terabyte. But if I buy one more computer, 100 GB RAM, 150 i5 processors, and 150 terabyte of hard disk. And if I install SQL in this, what is the data I can store here? I can store 100 terabytes of data. So this is Oracle data warehousing machine. So this is my laptop or lappy. It is simply Oracle machine. Both of them will have Oracle only. But what is the difference? Oracle is installed in the bigger machine. That machine is called as Oracle data warehousing or SQL Server data warehousing. So if somebody asks you what is a data warehouse, what software is going to be running? SQL software, Oracle, SQL Server, Netezza. So some software you're going to be running inside your in SQL. So, but you need to buy bigger hardware. In that hardware, when you install Oracle or SQL Server, your computer can capable of handling terabytes of data. Clear? So that is the point you need to say. Data warehousing also one more SQL software, hardware wise bigger. Clear? So what is the data it can handle? Only structured data means the tables you can create. You will be able to store the data up to terabytes of data. You will be able to store. Clear? So that is what you got to understand. But today we have gone beyond, big data, trillions of the data. This name is given by big data. Now, Apache Software Foundation has released one software called Apache Hadoop. Now, what is that we are going to be doing here? Only two things we are going to be doing here. So any data you need to store and process. Everywhere we're going to be storing and processing only, right? Even though you put some data in Excel file, we are going to be storing and processing. Even though you store data in Oracle, we are going to be processing with the help of a languages, Python language. Processing means I would like to write the sum or the minimum. I wanted to know average sales. A lot of things we're going to be doing it here, right? In the data warehousing, when you have so much of a data storing is going to be done here. BI tools are implemented to process your data. SAP BI, Power BI, MS BI, OBI, Oracle BI. Because these are coding tools, BI tools are no coding tools. That's it. Why? BI means you will be able to process the data without any coding. It is easy to create reports and everything, but otherwise you need to create reports using a language. So creating a report using a language is very, very difficult. So BI tools, business intelligence tools are completely replacement for your languages because it is easy. You can analyze the data without using Java, Python. Earlier, 20 years back, I was writing Java code to create any visualization. It was very, very difficult. But today, we are not using Java, Python. We are using SAP BI or MS BI, OBA tools. But today, for the processing and for the storing for the big data, you need not have any special tools. Both of them can be done with the help of a single software. The software is called as Apache Hadoop, right? You can store the data, you can process the data. For the storing purpose, it's going to be giving you a HDFS. This is specialized software, Hadoop distributed file system. It is to store your data and to process. We are going to be having map reduce. So, for example, I have data 10, 20. Now, 10, 20, where we are going to be storing in your HDFS. Map reduce, it is going to be processing. Processing means I wanted to get the sum or minimum or maximum, or I would like to know average, or I wanted to sort the data. Any operation that you wanted to do on this data, that code you need to write in the map reduce. Map reduce is going to be storing. So HDFS is going to be storing the data into the hard disk. Map reduce means code you need to write in the Java. Clear? So if you wanted to perform a summing operation, so you should not be thinking we have only two numbers. We are going to be talking about big data, large tons and tons of data, trillions, billions of data. We are talking about that data storing is very, very important. And after that, you have to also clean the data, right? For example, simple example I can give you. I have one more 20. What is my simple question? Remove the duplicated data. Now, how do? You need to write the coding in Java. Clear. So all the data you have dumped onto the HDFS Hadoop distributed file system. The next program you need to write map reduce to what? To processing. What kind of a processing I'm talking about? Data cleansing work. Data cleaning. What is the work I'm talking about now? Remove the duplicated data. Now tell me, if you have billions and trillions of the data, how do you write? Complex algorithm. You need to write a lot of complex algorithm to remove the duplicated data. That is also processing, computing, or you may be doing summing operations on the entire data. For example, I wanted to know total sales in India last 5 years. I wanted to know last 5 Ramadan sales in India, Diwali sales in India, or North India sales versus South India for last 3 years. So lot of processing work I need to do after cleaning the data. So cleaning will be done by MapReduce, Java program you need to write. And after that, aggregations and summing operations also to be done. That is also code you have to develop in the Java. Clear? The biggest problem in Hadoop is many people told HDFS is going to be storing large amount of data into the hard disk. Because of this, when you read and write the data, these are slow and Java is complex. Many people told, hey Apache, you have given beautiful software in 2003, 6, and even though it is a free software, it is a slow. We are talking about big data. If you store all the data into the hard disk, when you read and when you write for the processing, it will be slow. And many people told, no, 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 we cannot write, we cannot learn Java. Java, I don't want to learn today. Many people have opposed Apache Spark when it is released within 3 years. So what Apache, it is software foundation. So they have released one more software called Apache Spark. They told, okay, you can store the data as well as you will be able to compute, process the data. Now this time we are going to be giving you, we are going to be directly giving you, you store data in the RAM. Earlier, you're storing into the hard disk. HDFS, Hadoop distributed file system, is going to be storing data into the hard disk. Now, Apache Spark is released in which year? Within just 2, 3 years. Within 3 years, the software got released. Processing purpose, you don't write MapReduce code. We are going to be giving you new language called Scala, which is easy. Clear? And because of that, Apache Spark is telling it is now 100 times, 100%, 100 times it is faster. అర్థమవుతుందా? So why people are using today Apache Spark only one region? Because it is going to be fast, and this is also free. Remember, this is also free software only hardware you need to buy. This is also free software only, hardware only you need to buy. Which is the company, or which is the organization, which is a charitable organization called Apache Software Foundation, which is there in the US. These people have developed Apache Spark today to store a large amount of data. So where the data is going to be stored? In the RAM. And what is the language they have given now? Scala. Scala is easy, easy, easy. Anybody can learn. So, but people are talking about, hey, instead of Scala, can I also use Python? Then Python, everybody wanted to learn Python because Python is also very, very easy. So they asked Python, yes, you can also use Python. You can also use Java, or you can also use SQL. So lot of languages it can support. Even our language is also supporting. Clear? So if you wanted to process the data today, you can learn Scala, Spark Scala by default combination, but we are going to be learning Python here. So Python with Spark, we are going to be writing the code in PySpark. Okay. So what language, by default language, Apache Spark is going to be giving it to you? It is going to be giving it to you a Scala language. It is very easy. So, but everybody, entire world is learning Python. Why Python? Everybody is learning Python just like English language. Any 10th class, 10 times failure guy also can understand Python. See, C++, Java, very complex. You will go mad. You will go mad when you learn those languages. But when you learn Python, you will say Python is dead easy. Python invented in 1991. It is not a new language. 1991 Python got invented, but why today it became so popular? One reason, today's world does not need complex coding. Today's youth does not need complex coding. That is the reason today many people started using Python. That is the reason today data analytics, data engineering, or data science, everywhere only Python. But 20 years back, we were learning Java, Java, Java. If you go to Ameripet, everybody talking about Java institution. Today, everybody is talking about full stack Python or a Python everywhere. Why? Because of demand by the public. So IT industries have changed their coding style from Java to Python because Python is more easy when you compare with your Java or C or a C++ or a .NET. Are you clear? So Python is a language and that can be used by anybody. So you need not know full understanding of the Python. 30 days of the Python I'm going to be giving you. So you can write Scala code, Python code, Java code, SQL code. We are going to be writing PySpark and SQL code. It is Spark SQL. Right? So what are the two things that we are going to be learning today? What are the two things that we're going to be learning? PySpark and Spark SQL. Am I clear? So these are the two things that we are going to be learning, are for the statistics that you need not learn. So what you need to understand, Apache Spark can store the data in the RAM. RAM means what? If you shut down the computer, data will be lost. Clear? So people are storing the data into the RAM today, but this RAM data is not going to be completely permanently storing. So what is Apache Spark means? Apache Spark is completely processing of your data. Okay, it cannot store the data permanently because RAM means what? You can dump and you can shut down the computer, data will be lost. So we will not be able to store permanently. Either you can use HDFS to store the data permanently. So permanently means what you can use? You can use Hadoop. You can install Hadoop, and Hadoop has two things. What is the? You have HDFS and you have MapReduce. MapReduce, you don't take it. All the data you store into the hard disk permanently. From here, the data can be loaded into the RAM, and this guy will take and this guy will process the data. So if you wanted to store the data permanently, because Apache Spark only can process the data, Apache Spark cannot store the data. Remember this point. Somebody asks you, Hadoop can store your data in the hard disk. Hadoop also can process, but only thing is that it is a slow. But Apache Spark is not a data storing engine. No, 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 no. It is going to be getting the data from the hard disk and dumping into the RAM, and only it is going to be processing. Apache Spark is a processing engine. When you have a large amount of data, which can process the data very, very quickly, tons and tons of data you will give, you can get the output just like that. Clear? That is the reason permanently Apache Spark cannot store your data. Permanently, you can store the data either in HDFS, that is Hadoop. So, in your real-time environment, we don't have a purely Apache Spark. We are going to be having HDFS, that is Hadoop, we are going to be installing in a machine, plus Apache Spark is also going to be running. I don't see any company purely on the Apache Spark. Remember this point. People will ask you in the interviews also. So do you work on only Apache Spark or Hadoop? So you need to say in our company, we have Apache Hadoop is installed. On top of that, Apache Spark is installed. Apache Spark is a data processing engine. It can process the data because all the data it is going to be loading into the RAM. Because of that, 10 times or 100 times faster. That is what Apache Spark today. But if you wanted to store your data, still many companies are going to be using what is called Hadoop. Hadoop, there is a component called HDFS, Hadoop Distributed File System. I'll talk about what is HDFS later in detailed manner. Clear? So today, if you wanted to use big amount of data, Hadoop plus Apache Spark, we're going to be using. But what is gone today? Totally Hadoop is not gone today. MapReduce is gone. You should not say Hadoop is gone. MapReduce is gone. MapReduce is a processing engine. Inside that we have a Apache Spark is there. It is going to be taking your data, dumping into this, and we are going to be writing a code either in Scala, Python, Java, SQL, any code we can write, we will be able to perform. Did you understand clearly? So Apache Spark is there. It is only data processing engine. What is data storing engine today? Hadoop. Hadoop completely gone? No, 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 no. Hadoop has HDFS that is there. What is gone? MapReduce is gone. So MapReduce plays Apache Spark we are going to be using to process the data. Data permanently we are going to be storing it here, and the same data will go to the RAM, and from the RAM it is going to be processed. Clear? So that is what you need to understand. So in companies, we have Hadoop and we have Apache Spark, both of them running together. Clear? So you need to buy one computer. So if you wanted to install uh, Apache Hadoop and Apache Spark means I strongly recommended to install Linux operating system, not Windows. Windows also people can use, but I strongly recommend Linux. Either you can install Ubuntu or Red Hat. So what are they? These are the flavors. So if you go to Windows, you have Windows XP, Windows 10, Windows 7. What are they? They are the flavors, versions. Like that, Linux also have a lot of versions. Ubuntu operating system is a Linux operating system. Red Hat. Like that, many systems, many operating systems you need to have. I always recommend Apache Spark Hadoop. You have to install them in the Linux operating system. Don't recommend your Windows operating system. Clear? If you don't know how to install, don't worry about it. We'll be talking about this later. Plus, your Hadoop or MapReduce or Java application. The next one you need to install is Java. Okay, na? Latest version of Java you need to install. This is operating system. The next one is Java. Third one you need to install Apache Hadoop. Okay, because we're going to be running everything, and Apache Spark also you can install. Even though you don't install Apache Hadoop, that is also fine. But I am telling to store the data, I wanted to have Hadoop and Spark. So totally four we are going to be using. Hadoop is going to be storing all the data into the HDFS. Data is going to be stored in a file. Okay, it may be Excel file, PDF file, this file, any file, it is going to be taking into the consideration. So how Hadoop is going to be storing the data into the, what do you say? It is going to be storing the data into the hard disk permanently, which is a distributed file system. Very, very important concept that I will be able to talk about in the later classes. Then all the data is going to be stored in the file. It may be audio file, video file, picture, or maybe chart message. It can be any kind of a file that you will be able to store. That is what you got to understand. Are you clear? So totally all the four you are going to be installing, and we are going to be using it as a Apache Hadoop and Apache Spark. These are completely free, right? So what Apache will say? Apache will say, for example, let me go to one company now. So phone pay company, let us give one example. Phone pay company, wanted to store their data and process their data because it's too much of a data. What is the data every month they're getting? Do you know? 700 crore per month in India. 1 month data I'm talking about. So it is equivalent to 7 billion data per month. 1 billion is equivalent to 100 crore. 1 billion is equivalent to 100 crore. So every month PhonePe is getting this much of a data. Do you think that PhonePe data can be stored in databases or in data warehousing? Answer is no. Okay. If I wanted to store this much of a data, what they need to get? They need to go to Apache and PhonePe application will go, hey Apache, I'm going to be buying hardware and I'm going to be installing your Apache Spark. Okay, Apache Spark or whatever it is. So Apache Hadoop and Spark I'm going to be installing. Then can you give me support? So Apache company is giving you software for free, but I'm going to be installing, I'll be putting my data. If I get any error, so if it is a small thing means I will be able to troubleshoot with my developers' help. My technical team can support. But if it is a major issue, so much of a data I have, if something is not working properly, can you help me? Hey Apache, you are giving free software. I am buying hardware. Hey Apache, can you come and help me? Apache says, no, 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 no. Nee teppal nu padantadu. So I will give you free software. You take and utilize it. I cannot come to you because nobody is paying to me, right? So I don't have the resources or I don't want to come and give you the resource. Clear? So Apache company will give you free software. Apache company cannot give you technical support to any other people. PhonePe wanted to use it Apache. Google company wanted to use it. Walmart company wanted to use it. State Bank of India, Amazon company wanted to use. So Apache company cannot give you support. Then what to do? So then there is a one more business model that you need to know. Clear? Then if nobody is coming here, somebody has to come and give support, right? So that is when we are some companies like Databricks. Databricks is one, broker company or support company or Cloud Era, right? Heart and Oaks. Lot of people are there. Heart and Oaks. Okay. All the people will say, hey, PhonePe company, do you need support? So we will give you support. Clear? So PhonePe company, what will say? Hey, Databricks, you go and set up Apache Spark because Apache Hadoop you set up, and I will be able to, install everything. So what Databricks will do? Databricks will get hardware and all the hardware. They're going to be installing Apache Spark and everything. And Databricks is going to be maintaining. These people will give you support and you need to pay for them. Or you can also approach Cloudera, or you can also approach the Heart and Works. What they do? They're going to be taking the computers, hardware, and they will install Apache Spark and everything. These company will give you support. Clear? So what is a Databricks company means? Databricks company is a agent or a middleman company. They're going to be giving you all the Apache Spark and everything they'll be installing. And if there is a problem, Databricks will support you. Clear? For example, I wanted to go and do my wedding for my daughter. Okay. So what all I need to do if I wanted to conduct a wedding for my daughter? What should I do? I need to go. So this is me. I have to go try to get a hotel function hall. All I need to book. I have to book catering. I have to book a camera and lot of traveling, camera, shooting, decoration. Lot of things I have to do on my own. Decoration, food, travel, everything. So instead of doing everything by me, I will approach a wedding event management company. There is an event management company is there. I will go and approach them. So they will be able to take care all of them. I am having a complete relax. Why should I go and talk to the decoration guy? Why should I go and talk to the cameraman? Why should I go and talk to the different people? Because I don't know anything about it. So I go to the wedding management company. I'll say so and so date. I will have a wedding for my daughter. 500 people I'm going to be inviting the party. I would like to have veg and non-veg and South Indian thalis I would like to prefer. And you give the requirement, everything will be given by wedding planner. So that is a broker. Clear? Now, wedding event management company is your Databricks. Clear? So Databricks is going to be a software which is going to be maintained by the Databricks company. So Databricks company will come to your, company. They will set up complete computers and everything. Everything will be managed by the Databricks automatically. And if there is a problem, Databricks is going to be giving you a support. Clear? So when you go to Databricks, Databricks is not a actual data. It is not going to store. Actual data will be stored and processed by the Apache Spark only. Databricks is the company which is going to be giving you a software. It give you a service to give you process and everything. So people who have developed Apache Spark, they came out. So they have developed Databricks in 2012. Okay. So it is a broker company or agent software, you can say. Okay, it is a broker or the agent. So if you wanted to have a support, you don't go directly and install Apache, Hadoop, and Spark and don't put your data, because tomorrow if there is a problem, nobody is there to help you, because Apache cannot come and help you if there is a problem there. But if you go to Databricks, they will come and they will install everything in your machines and they will give you support. So Databricks, we are going to be giving it to you. I will take 10 minutes and almost done. So support and everything you are going to be getting here. Databricks is a piece of software. It is agent or the broker software that is going to be taking care of your setup and everything, so that you will be able to relax. If there is an issue, Databricks team is going to be coming and helping you, the support and everything. Apache is not going to be giving you any support. Am I clear? Now, let us understand what is a cloud, what is on premises. Many people will ask me what is on premises and what is a cloud. Let me give you the simple example. Okay, now I wanted to buy a own car. So what is a cloud? What is on premises? I'll give you. We'll stop the class. I wanted to buy a own car. What is a car I would like to buy? I have decided to buy a Ford car, or I'm planning to buy a Swift car, Maruti Swift car. 10 lakhs is the cash I need to have, or I can take for loan also. I have cash. So once I buy the car, every day cleaning I need to do, fuel, I need to put the fuel, petrol. I need to put the car every week or once in a 10 days. Driver's salary I need to pay. If I know the driving, fine. If I don't know driving, I need to recruit a driver. Insurance amount, risk, if there is an accident happens, if I'm safe, denting work, painting work, I need to take it because it is my own car. Clear? Own car will be having a lot of risks, large amount of cash, cleaning, fueling, a lot of things. But my friend told me, Bhaskar sir, why are you buying a car? Can't you book Ola or Uber car and try to use that? So what is the advantage here? So I need not have large cash. That is the first advantage, because I can go and book what car I'm talking about today, Ola car and Uber car. Ola, I'm talking about Uber car. So what are they? They are car rental platform. So what is the advantage? Pay as you go. Pay as you go or as you use. So I can go to Ola and Uber, which are online platforms. I can book a Gadi. So I need not have anything. All of them are the advantages. So buy Swift car, I need not buy. I take a rental car now, rental any car. So large cash, do I need to have? Answer is no. Okay. So the first one, large cash is required? No. Do you need to clean the car? No. What about fueling the car? No, because I'm taking for rental. Driver's salary? No. Insurance amount? No. And if there is a risk, I need not worry if I'm safe in the gadi. So I will be coming out. The Ola company, Uber company is going to be taking. Now you tell me, what is the advantage of own car? Own car means on premises car instead of taking the rental car. Rental car is always cheaper. Only one advantage. What is that you need to say? It is cheaper. And 24 by 7 availability, you can easily do scale up and scale down. What is scale up? If I need 10 cars, I cannot buy within 2 minutes, right? But I can book 10 cars. I can cancel 5 cars. Clear? So that is scaling up and scaling down. When you have a rental system, it will be very, very easy. However, Ola and Uber is giving you lot of rental cars the same way, there is a company called Amazon company started this business, a brand Amazon Web Services in 2005, rental hardware and software, pay as you go. Next company is GCP, Google Cloud Platform in 2008. You can also get rental hardware and software. Microsoft is opened a brand called Azure 2010. It is also a rental platform. So you think about a company, let us say, we're talking about State Bank of India or ICICI Bank. So earlier, they're buying thousands of servers, hardware, they're buying software, they're installing it, right? And they need to have some office to store all of them. Then a 24 by 7 power supply. So if the power is not there, you need to buy generator to the companies. It will be big headache for them. Clear? So instead of maintaining their own servers, all of them are maintaining own computer, own servers, own hardware. Why should I go in for own hardware? Tomorrow, 1,000 servers I don't need because business is not so good. I need only 400 servers. What should I do with the remaining 600 servers? Very costly. I cannot sell anywhere. Today, these companies are not buying the servers, they are going for what is called as a rental. What is rental hardware software? You come, you tell me how many hardware you need, what software to be installed. You tell me, I will give you. I will give you for rental. It will be, monthly bill. You will be able to get it. It will be cheaper. You ask, you need 600 servers. I will give you tomorrow 1,000. I can give you, or you need only 100. Scaling up, scaling down. Everything will be managed by Microsoft Azure company or a Google company or Google Cloud company. It is cheaper. Clear? Cloud means rental platform. What rental? Hardware, software rental platform, which is online. Physically, these servers are there somewhere. See, car has to be physical, right? Somewhere the car is there. When you book online, car will come. So where the servers are available in a data centers. Clear? So data centers cars are available. When you go, you will be able to see all these data centers. This is where Amazon, Google Cloud, all the people are going to be maintaining thousands of data centers. So if you need, you will be able to get one or 1,000 machines, Java, Oracle, SQL, anything can be installed there. Clear? Like that, you need to understand. Now, so today we are not buying hardware. Companies are not buying hardware. What they do? They go, they'll go, they will say, hey, Databricks. They'll say Databricks. Hey, Databricks, you go get some 1,000 servers. Databricks can go where? It can go to Azure, get thousands of machines, or it can go to AWS, get some machines, it can go to GCP. So anywhere it can go, and Databricks is going to be doing, then it will be called as Azure Databricks. So Databricks is going to be setting up Apache Spark and everything in Azure rental machine, become Azure Databricks. If Databricks is taking the hardware from the AWS company, now it will become AWS Databricks. Now, Databricks is getting the computers from the GCP, Google Cloud Platform. Then it is a GCP Databricks. Are you clear? Or you can also buy own computers and you can also set up. Okay. On premises means buy all hardware, and Databricks also can do. This is on premises, on prem. అర్థమవుతుందా? So Databricks need a software and hardware. Software anyhow free, but who's going to be giving you 1,000 machines for rental? So you can go to AWS, or you can go to Google Cloud Platform or Azure. So Databricks will go and try to open your account there and try to get 500 machines. In that machines, what software Databricks is going to be installing? Apache Spark. If you need Hadoop, Hadoop also will be installed so that you can store large amount of data. Clear? So today we are going to be learning Databricks in Azure, Databricks in Apache, in AWS or in Google Cloud Platform. Databricks means nothing but you're learning Apache Spark, and Apache Hadoop only we're going to be learning. So this is what is the big data software. Clear? So did you understand it clearly, guys? So Databricks is going to be getting the software and hardware. So what software is going to be installed? This one. So Databricks is a software company developed by people who developed Apache Spark. They came, they have developed this Databricks, and that is what is called big data software. Clear? So tomorrow we'll continue this and we'll see some more things. Did you understand clearly, guys? So daily 1 hour class will be there. So all these things I'm going to be giving it to you. SQL Server, Python, Data Factory, Databricks I'm going to be taking for live. Synapses and data warehousing videos I'm going to be giving it to you. So this is the complete roadmap for the data engineering. So Azure or AWS or Google Cloud Platform, you need to know those are rental platforms. Tomorrow I'll show you how to create one account. Okay. So that is what I'm going to be telling you. Monday to Friday we'll have classes. So on premises cloud, less budget, reduced cost, less maintenance, no downtime, blah, blah, blah. So guys, if you have any questions, you are welcome. So tomorrow I'll talk about few more things, okay, that I did not discuss today. We'll talk about a few more things and we'll continue further. And today is the last demo for you to understand. I have given you what is a big data software, how IT industry is going to be storing the software, and tomorrow I'll install SQL Server and I'll tell you what is Azure Data Factory and what is Azure Databricks. Once again, I'll give you the differences tomorrow and we'll continue further. All right. So today is the final demo. I'll give you the payment details now. You can make the payment with the 15% discount. You can continue enroll in this batch. So tomorrow we'll continue further with a different meeting ID. The meeting ID will change. So if you have any questions, you are welcome. The payment links I'm going to be providing now. You can make the payment, get the new meeting ID for tomorrow's class. You can continue from tomorrow. Next 3 months, same time, I'm going to be connecting and we're going to discuss with the ADF first, then ADB later. Chalo, guys.